Welcome to a 20-minute video. Let's get the timer started. Right now it is currently 2:42 a.m. in the morning on July 1st, Monday? No, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I did not work Monday, but Tooth said that there's no open house, so I decided to clear up some of my stuff, which was my hard drive. What I wanted to do was consolidate them into one hard drive, because right now I'm currently having 3. So far I cleared 1, so I could destroy it and then throw it away. But then however, I have 2 other ones, and the files were too big and they were super slow. So I should have thought this earlier. I could have moved one to the other and then destroy the other hard drive. They're external hard drives, so I could save space and of course not lugging around more stuff. If I don't use it, destroy it. I'm not going to give it away because it has personal information, just in case if I can't scrub it out right, then I don't want people to use whatever's on there, if it could even be used. I'd rather be safe than sorry kind of way. So yeah, I forgot, I need to write this down. So yeah, stayed home. Let me write that down. Stayed home to clear the hard drives, external. Yeah, the technology nowadays is using solid state drive. They call it SSD, then rather than hard disk drive, the HDD. So technology changes, and I could see it when I plugged those external hard drives into this laptop. It had problems pulling the information because the technology on those hard drives were slow. It's not like the micro SDs or the other SD cards where just information is going so fast. And of course it's significantly less expensive than those hard drives when I got them. So technology, it changes, and I need to figure out how to get, I guess, an SSD, a less expensive one, or make my own, because I saw a couple of videos on YouTube to make our own SSDs. It's quite pricey, but it's much better than buying a pre-made one by another company. So I could save money that way. My goal is to declutter as much as I can, carry lightly as I can. I might have to do a digital clutter because I have a lot of info in there that I probably don't need. So I need to digitally hoard. So yeah, I'll just leave that. Clear hard drive. Oh, next thing I'm going to talk about is well, let me talk about my day, which is really quick. Put the day in here. So on the 30th, which was yesterday, Monday, I slept at 3:30. I woke up at 8. I did the usual, oh no, I did not do the usual. What I did was I woke up, I wrote and read messages for my Hmong friends on Facebook, and then at 8:05 I went to use the restroom. I made rice and also made coffee. I tried a new coffee. It's I forgot what brand it was, because normally I would get the Costco brand, their in-house Kirkland, and it's really good. It's dark roast coffee, and it's a 3 pound. However, I saw this other one. It was from, I think it's called Yubin or something like that, and it was Colombian coffee. I was like, why don't I give that a try? And what I didn't pay attention to was medium roast, so it won't have that much flavor. And I was right, it did not have that much flavor. So it was very bland. Can't really taste the coffee. And man, I kind of regret it. But the good news is it's 2 pound versus the Kirkland one, which is 3 pounds. But I'm not feeling the taste. I mean, I think it's good for the American folks that prefer the taste, but a little bit more on the bland side, where I'm Southern Vietnamese, and usually Southern, and plus I'm one of the countryside people. So I need a lot of flavor. If it's spicy, I need it super spicy. If I need it salty, it needs to be super salty. Not super salty, but salty. Saltier than normal. So just same thing as the coffee. If I need it strong, I need it strong, bitter, and with a kick. And the Kirkland one could do it. The Costco brand, it could do it. But of course I need to put extra scoop. But then it makes the perfect taste. But this medium roast one, I mean, I could taste the flavor, and I could tell it's catered toward more, I guess, for the American folks, or just for other folks that are not really looking for a super duper strong, a super duper bitter taste, more of a light bitter taste. I mean, you could taste the coffee, it's just not, it's not really strong. So kind of not my type. Oh snap. Let me connect the battery. Good thing we caught it. My battery power on the laptop was dying. What about my camera? Okay, the camera's okay. Is the mic in? The mic is in. I should have checked this ahead of time. Oh, I was looking, I was like, why is the battery so low? And I was like, oh man, I didn't plug it in. I thought I plugged it in earlier, but I did not. Wow, the dual screen laptop, the battery, it goes down quick with the quickness. But I understand why, because it has two screens that are on. I'm sure if I turn off the bottom one, it should have the same running time as a regular laptop. So anyways, yeah, that was the day. The coffee, I'll mention the coffee too. I'm thinking about just throwing the whole thing away. I know it's kind of a waste of money. I got it, I think it was like $17. The Kirkland one was, I think, $21, 22, around there. So I might just get the Kirkland coffee, because there's no kick. I mean, there's a slight kick. I guess it's for normal coffee drinkers, but I like the taste. I like the kick, the caffeine. Kind of snap you like wake, like ooh, kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, I already made a couple bottles, and honestly, I really don't like it. I don't like the taste, because it's just too weak. Even though I put more in there, I'm guessing because it's medium roast, that's why. So anyways, yeah, that's the day, that's the coffee. I'm hoping we will sleep early today, because right now it's 2:51 and we got 10 minutes in. Man, I'm just so out of it. Trying to get things done according to plan, but nothing goes as planned. I try to get this video out earlier. I want to sleep at least 1 o'clock in the morning, or even at 12 if better, but of course it didn't go as planned. Even the hard drive, that didn't go as planned. but I think I messed up. I could have sent one of the hard drives into the other one, because both of them, I think they were 4 terabytes. So I should have done that. Maybe I'll do that when I get home. Only problem is it takes a long time for it to transfer because it's using the old technology. Anyways, other reason why I vlogged so late was, not vlog, but did the 20-minute video so late, is because I saw my old videos, the one from 2018, and then I also checked the one from 2016, and surprisingly, wow, for my returning viewers probably know I talk about sawv. She's the vlogger from China, and how I admire her and see her as a teacher, how she started from the beginning and then learning, and her craft got better. She was already good at storytelling, but to see her improve on her filming, it just looked better and better and better and better. And I was doing the same thing. I didn't even realize that, because when I was in Vietnam filming for the first time, I was using just a GoPro, and I had a old Samsung phone. I think it was a Samsung S4. So I had old tech, and the footage, it wasn't great. And the other thing was, I mean, I was filming not a lot, and the other problem was I was not saying anything. So it's pretty much me showing clips of an area, and it was very shaky. Most of the footage were not usable because I was using the GoPro Hero 4 Silver, and that has no stabilization. So when I put it on I had an electric bike in 2016, because no one would help me get a motorbike. None of my family would help, and I was so upset because the reason that they told me why they didn't want to help, because if anything happened, they'll think it's their fault. And I was like, wow, you get your children a motorbike, and you're saying I'm and I'm a full-grown adult. So I get it. They just making excuses. They didn't want to help. I was like, okay, it is what it is. I didn't get upset about it. I mean, I was exceedingly upset, but I just had to let it go because it's family. And now that I see it, I understood. I can't ask them for help, and that, to me, that lost a big substantial trust. But of course the family is still there, but I will never ask them for help. The ones that did not want to help, I'll never ask again. So yeah, however, I saw the video that I made in 2018. I made vast improvements, just like Miss sawv. I made vast improvements. I started filming a lot more in 2018, and I was talking just like her. I started storytelling, and I was so surprised how good I was, and I enjoyed watching my own content, and I was hooked onto my own content. I was just sitting there, I was like, wow. I was explaining the process of how everything went, and also shared my trust in the Father of Heaven. How I was telling him, wow, no one's helping me, this because I came there in 2016, no one helped me with the motorbike. 2018, I was told that, some of them decided to help me, but they did not. Even I had other people who said they want to help me, but they did not. And I was telling the camera, myself, and potential viewers at the time, but honestly, I wasn't even thinking about the viewers. I was just thinking it was more of a personal vlog, and it was very intimate, like the way I was talking to the camera. I was saying like, hey, I asked for help, no one's helping, so now I'm praying to the Father of Heaven, help. And I was so out of it because it felt wasted. What's the point of having camera gears? Because I still had the GoPro Hero 4 Silver, but I knew not to walk around shaking like that, to hold like a ninja to keep as steady as possible. And I also had another camera. It was the Samsung 360, and I was happy about that. I also had the DJI Mavic Pro, so I had three cameras ready to go. And I also had the Samsung Note 8 when it came out, so I also had a flagship phone when it came out. So I was ready to go, ready to vlog. And for me not to have a motorbike, it would be a waste. It would be a waste. And at that point I realized, if no one's going to help me, I'm going to have to go out there, figure it out myself. Yes, I'm going to get ripped off. I'm not a local. I'm going to have to bite the bullet and just deal with it. And during that process, I was also sharing about the Father of Heaven, how it's going to be alright. I prayed to him. I trusted him. He's going to figure something out for me. And guess what? He did. Out of nowhere, I found a spot and I got the motorbike. It was a Yamaha 2011 Taurus LS. I remember it was so cool. And everything went smoothly. Yeah, did I pay more? Probably did. But the important part was I got a motorbike, and I started going all over the place because I was in a rural part of this huge city in Nha, and Nha is pretty huge, but I was in the outskirts of it. And now I could travel not only to Nha, I could check out Cameron, Tuy Hoa. I could also go to Dak Lak and a couple other places that, like, I went all over the place, and I had a blast and I filmed it. And also I made a little storyline for myself. I call it the personal vlogs, and I was just sharing all the emotions I was going through, how the people I encountered. And I had problem with Chinese people that were in Vietnam, because they were, how I think even the Chinese people that were out, how should I say it, even the Chinese people that were not in China, that looked at people of Chinese that were in China, that went out to vacation on other country, they were, let's say, not in their best behavior, kind of like savages. And it was just, I mean, I heard about it, but I didn't think it would be true. But when I saw it, I was like, wow, they were not lying. They were, because there's like plenty of food, and they were just picking up food like if they were starving to eat or something. And there's like a line, they don't even stay in line, they just cut in front of other people. And it turned out it wasn't only me, because I encountered other foreigners, people from Russia, from France, and I noticed they were staying out their own spot. I was like, oh man, we can't go there, Chinese people are there. And I was like, oh man, that's funny, because I'm avoiding the Chinese people too. And they're so we were kind of helping each other. Like, I was like, okay, I've been to this area, there's no Chinese people there. And I was like, oh, that area has no Chinese people. I know it's kind of sad, but the thing is, I do want to say, not all Chinese people are bad. It just the ones I saw that were traveling from China, I guess from mainland China to Vietnam, those are the ones that were not so friendly, were not courteous, not considerate. They're just, wow, really mean. And yeah, I mean, but other than that, I had a great time. Wow, I talk about so much. Yeah, I vlogged the whole thing, and it was awesome. It was awesome. And I miss Vietnam so much after reviewing. I miss it so much. But yeah, I guess the time's running out. But other than that, I gotta figure out how to get back to Vietnam. Gotta figure it out. Time's running out. Boom. Alright, that is it. That is it for this video. Review video. Wow, I feel bad talking about the Chinese tourists from China. I mean, I also had footage of it, but it'll be kind of too mean because I remember my neighbor, because when I came back, I talked to him about it. I was like, man, these people, I had to find different spots. And then he told me, don't be mad about them. It's not the Chinese people, it's actually their government gave them that mindset. Because in the southern, because pretty much southern Vietnam are made up of Chinese ethnic groups, the mostly Teochewnese and Cantonese, and there are some Chinese there too. And you'll notice our personality are very different from the one from mainland China. And yeah, so my neighbor, he did remind me. He's like, not all Chinese people are bad. There are very good ones out there, and you know it. And he's right, I do know it, and it's true. So I do want to put that in there. That's it for this video. I don't want to drag it on too long right now. It's 3:04. Probably finish uploading. Probably sleep at 3:30. Man, when will it be earlier? When? That's all I have for this video. I want to say thank you to those that have watched the video all the way through. I do want to make a prayer for us, that the Father of Heaven will protect our peace when we encounter any challenges, any obstacles, any situation, any people, any person that tests us to the limits. We will be able to handle it gracefully, peacefully, and if it's possible and if it is in our will, to handle it with love and with positivity. I also pray that the Father of Heaven will help us to have true forgiveness if someone has done us wrong, that we're able to, of course, not to forget, but to let it go, so that our hearts will not darken. And that also that the Father of Heaven will give us lots of love, because we need His love in order to be present and to be aware of what's going on in the world. And that is all I have for this video. Until the next, the Most High willing, hallelujah and Sinji Dua.